Hello, my name is Jessica and I'm with the Order of the Meisters group, and we chose to present on the 21st century classroom and what it looks like for students, teachers in the classroom. We suggest you starting up top with Wes's introduction, so if you haven't done that first, I would suggest going back to that before you continue on. Over here we have students and what it looks like for students in the 21st classroom, and that is done by Beth, and that'll be this column throughout here. Then we have the teachers column that's done by Jo, and she will be working out of the middle column. And then I will be presenting on the classroom and what it looks like there, and this will be my column. The first thing that I'm going to touch on for classroom characteristics is the Partnership for 21st Century Learning. The P21 was developed to define and illustrate the skills and knowledge students need to succeed in work, life, and citizenship, as well as the support systems necessary for 21st century learning outcomes. And the rainbow is showing you the student outcomes and what is necessary for them to be successful in 21st century learning. And then down here with the blue arcs, that is showing the support systems that should be available for all students. And this is a great framework to be looking at and using. Going back, while reading, trying to get this Firefox notification up. In the reading that we needed to do for chapter 1, I really looked at the technology adoption and adaption and how there's different phases. You can be in phase 1 where you're just dabbing in it. Phase 2, old things but old ways. Phase 3, new things, old ways. And phase 4, which would be great if everyone was there at the new things, new ways. And this picture that I found does a great job of illustrating that. It goes from yesterday to today to tomorrow. As we know, technology is always changing. And with that, we see that tomorrow's literate person needs to be able to work in a virtual community. They need to make a video and they need to write a program. So we need to prepare our students with that by creating classrooms that allow for that. Moving on down, Wes highlighted the post-secondary classroom and what the 21st century classroom should look like there. So that is a great option for you to watch. Then we have the 21st century classroom, and I'm going to go to that video and we are going to watch a little clip of that. And I just want you to read the words and see what you think of where this needs to go. So as you can see, what is being presented right now is all these different classrooms that aren't classrooms as what we think they are or what we have right now. These are classrooms that are collaborating and they're getting hands-on learning activities. They are using Skype video conference, anything that can be used to support them for their future jobs and things such as that. Awesome. So we're gonna head back to the Padlet. So that's just, I thought, a great way to look at the 21st century classroom and how it's not what we have right now and how it needs to change. There are different types of settings for the 21st century classroom. There's the face-to-face learning that we are most familiar with. We have the distance learning, which is being used a lot currently with colleges and things like that, and that it can be used for 21st century with all the different collaboration things such as Padlet and Google and all those. And then we have the blended learning, which I think is also a great option. I'm a Red Cross instructor and we use blended learning, so we have students that are learning the skills from me in the pool and learning how to become a lifeguard, but then they're using the online options to watch the videos before they come to class, and they're listening to the lectures and things such as that. There's lots of different settings for the 21st century. We do also need to realize, though, that there are going to be challenges such as funding and budgets. It's not feasible for every school to go out and buy the best and the brightest of every single technology that's out there. We need to make sure that our students are safe while they're using this 21st century technology, and also the connectivity, working with two different things, making sure that we can get connected with all the problems that arise with technology, plus then making sure that we're choosing the right connections to be made if we're using Skype or Twitter or things such as that. And last but not least, the characteristics of a 21st century classroom. There's 10 that are really highlighted. The first one is student-centric, so we need to make sure that they are the facilitators of their learning. Computing devices, that as computers are essential tools. The pen and the paper are a thing of the past, and we need to make sure that we are using the correct computing devices. Using active learning, students learn actively by talking, listening, writing, reading, reflecting, all those different things. We need to make sure that they're taking an active interest in this. Adaptive learning is that we are using everything out there to make sure that the students have the freedom to learn at their own pace and in the way that they're most comfortable with. The invitational environment, things such as making sure that they're able to move freely about, that they can bring their own device, that we have things such as interactive whiteboards and projectors, that the technological material is there and it is helping us. That students understand and follow the rules and procedures. A lot of that goes with knowing what they need to know so that we can continue on, so that they can learn in the best way possible, that things are going to be posted where they need to be posted, and that they need to stick with those. The mutual respect is that students are encouraged to have that respect with teachers, and that it is no longer just the teacher who is teaching them, it's the teacher and the student that are both the teacher. That also goes with students taking responsibility of their own learning, which is huge. Performance-based assessments, we're seeing that a lot with performance-based grading and things such as that, so that teachers are not just using the paper pencil test. And then the last one is the collaborative learning, which is huge in 21st century learning skills. So as you can see, the 21st century classroom has a lot to it, but with the proper ways that we use and learn it, use the 21st century classroom, it is the best option for our students.